Hey there, Scorpio. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm going to go ahead and get into a reading. This is a general energy read for the month of April 2024. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Liking the channel and liking the videos definitely helps my channel. So if you are inclined and the message resonates, feel free to. If anyone is seeking a personal reading, go ahead and contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com and I can get in touch with you from there. All of that information is in the description box below. So, Scorpio, your energy as far as your oracle is change this month. There's pretty significant change that I think you are initiating. I'm going to get Toulouse off of the table because we are knocking things over and you're being a monkey and I got you. Go sit down somewhere else. Not there. Not there. Anywhere but there. Come here. Come here. There you go. Lay down. Sorry. So, change. We have a lot of change right now, Scorpio, that it feels like you are initiating, but you're also at this time, at this month of April 2024, there's a deep need for prioritizing your own energy, for prioritizing your change, your shift, which direction you want to take things in. And it's very personal. I don't think that this is something where it's like you are trying to appeal to many. Actually, I feel like this is something where it's like we're getting ourselves honed in so that we can be more effective in our own life. For your approach to this month, your action, your approach, how you may want to delegate your energy this month, you have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Also for me too as a reader, Cancerian energy as well. But I feel here, Scorpio, there's a need to really go within at this time. And it's not just like contemplation and thinking, sure, but there's a need to access your deepest intuition, access messages that you might otherwise ignore, and be more so in tune and in alignment with what can actually change your life at this time. This is about... I feel like right now there's a need for me to say action is important, but also the pace in which you take it is your own. And it's also that needs to kind of be, you need to be at peace with the pace that you're moving in. So there's no rushing to change. There's no like rushing to become a certain new version of yourself. This is about slow integration, but that slow integration makes the change all more potent and solid. When it comes to your communications this month with other people, you have the Knight of Swords here. This is very clear cut. It's very direct. It doesn't really mince words. It's about getting to the bottom of something, the truth within the matter, and just stating facts. For some of you, you're going to be doing that with other people. You're going to be very resolute in how you communicate with other people, how you engage and choose to engage with other people, Scorpio, because it feels like the prioritizing of yourself is just that. It's the self. So the more time you can spend in your inner world and piecing together new things for you, the better. You may also have communication coming in from an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but it feels more so that you're the one being very clear-cut in how you communicate your desires, your wishes, and your approach this month, especially when it involves other people and your space that you may need from them, okay? When it comes to your health, you have the Eight of Cups. This is an interesting energy because cups often will talk about your emotions, your emotional health. Some of you emotionally may have been dealing with something that just was not enough. It didn't prioritize you. It didn't put enough energy into you. And by remaining in it, it almost feels like you allow that to continue. And so here, we're taking our energy back. We're moving away from this situation. The Eight of Cups is one of realizing that the energy we've put into something is not returning. It's not matching us. It's not enough to satisfy us. So we move forward towards another direction altogether. here in this card, you have 6 cups. You have 2 cups, well, 1 cup up, 1 cup down, and 6 cups empty here. So with a 6 of cups, if this is an energy with a person that's affected your emotional health or your mental health, I feel this is emotional health. I feel that there's something here that you were not receiving. There was like a hollowness to this connection. It's like the energy of what is that? Like 6 of Cups, spirit communication, spirit connection, that deep spiritual bond with somebody. It may have been there, or it may have been affected by like wants, desires, sometimes even alcohol, or like, how we connect with other people. But that depth was not there. That depth was unturned and not returned. So you may have felt it, but it may have not been returned or reciprocated to you. And so it's like those glasses are down. They're not, it's a hollow experience here, unfortunately. And it feels like you may be moving on from that. Emotionally, though, it may have affected you. And so negatively, it's time, if it's been negative on an emotional approach, it's time to prioritize yourself rather than giving into something that can't give back. And that may be somebody that is having a very difficult time in their own life, but it's like wanting too much from something that can't give back. Okay? Don't let your emotions be affected by it forever. Move past it, get within yourself, and be very, very clear in how you allow that change to be made. When it comes to your work situation, Scorpio, you have the 5 of Wands. This is one of conflict. It's one of conflict, difficulty communicating, people wanting to be right, needing to be the last, having to have the last say. It can also talk about a lot of competition when it comes to your line of work and how you set yourself apart from that. This may be something where it's like you've had so much conflict in a situation that it's just not yielding enough energy that you want to stay here. So you make a very big decision to move forward. This energy too, with communication, this can also talk about like putting in resumes, doing all of your effort to like apply to different things to make a change in your opportunity. This can also talk about like opening up different avenues for side income. Okay. But yeah, as far as your job situation goes, I feel like you're very tired of difficulties within the connections, within the community of work, and you're like moving away from it. It feels here. You're prioritizing your own energy. When it comes to love and romantic connections, you have the 6 of Swords. It's interesting because we have change over here. This is about change as well. This is oftentimes moving away from something to find ease from it. Okay. And that kind of ties into this energy of putting yourself first right now through this month. Really prioritizing what your deepest needs are, what you don't tell people, what people don't understand about you. It's about you coming into alignment with those things and moving forward towards giving yourself that energy back rather than hoping that it would come from somebody else. Okay. I do want to say with this card here, we've got Venus in the snake's head. For some of you, it may be helpful to check where your Venus placement is, which house your Venus is resonating with, just because it may be a situation where that is where love can change. That is your direction and how love might grow moving forward here, or like you aligning with that. If you're in a partnership with somebody, this is finding compromise to allow things to change for the better. This is also allowing negative energy that maybe has been held on to be resolved between the two of you and move forward into something new rather than holding on to that energy and bringing it up over and over again, like beating the other partner's head with it. It's a clear break. We have to create a clear break for that, because if we don't, it's just constant chaos, strife, and emotional dissatisfaction. We have to be very clear in how we approach that with a partner. And prioritizing yourself is important. So maybe you need to have a little bit of time alone, or maybe you need to prioritize, both of you prioritize a little bit of like wholesome time alone where you can cultivate how you choose to come back together, but it needs to be in unison. For those of you who are not with anybody at this time and you're willing and wanting to look for love, the Six of Swords can be one of travel. It can be one of getting kind of straight with yourself, where it's like you're not being affected by how maybe you've been negatively seeing a situation, or how you've been negatively impacted by situations from your past, and really finding a different way to approach a romance and connections altogether. Here again, there's this focus on, what do I truly need? How do I truly resonate with myself? And how do I truly resonate with others? How do I give? How do I receive? There's so much about the internal world here with the High Priestess that it's asking you to really delve into that, to pull upon for that change to happen. It's allowing that shift to happen. I'm hearing clarity of mind. So like we all lie to ourselves. We all lie to ourselves in different ways. When you know that you're doing that, or if you can make yourself more aware of when you're doing that, stop and just be honest with where you're at and what's going on for you, because it's important that you have that clarity to approach things in a new direction. Otherwise, it just stays gummy. It stays stuck. You have to move forward here. Yeah, I feel that this energy for singles is really approaching and restructuring how you look at relationships in regard to how they affect you and what you are willing to experience and how much you're willing to give of yourself. Okay. There's something very mysterious here about you, Scorpio, this month, and it feels like that is coming from you cultivating your own energy. Ooh, I'm hearing angry energy. Some of you may need to like peel back the anger and really resolve any anger, any frustrations that you have within yourself. It's like dealing with that before you go and approach other people, other situations, just because that can get entangled and it can be problematic in how you communicate. Because it doesn't give you the effect that you want. It's kind of like a burst in the moment, but then like in the outcome, it's like, I shouldn't have done that. So be mindful of how you communicate and how you approach digging through that so that you can have a better experience moving forward, okay? That's what I have for you guys. I hope that this reading was helpful. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Love you, Scorpies. Bye.